Hello and welcome to StarMade. First of all, I am sick. Second of all, important news. Due to a server crash, all factions have been damaged. Faction leaders need to contact me to have their factions fixed. I also should probably have some sort of forum presence on the StarMade forums, which I do have an account there, and you can contact me there as well as in the comments of this video, on myplayer.me account, via email, various ways, and you need to contact me if you have a faction on my server because your faction needs to be fixed. I already fixed mine because, you know, I was here to fix it, but if you are someone and you need your faction fixed, you need to let me know because basically the factions got wiped out by a bug. Everything except for Zaklavania Aerospace. That one stayed around, but everything else was wiped out except for the defaults. So yes, you need to have me fix that. And now for the real reason I am here. If you're wondering why this ship is damaged, well, hopefully I'll release some bits from the live stream we did yesterday. Basically, a lot of shit went down. It was awesome. But the main reason I'm here today is to show you this shuttle that I'm standing on top of. Let me just go inside, turn on the lights and close the door with that awesome little button. Cool, huh? See? That's one of the many useless features on this shuttle. Okay, we also have the captain's room, basically. A little room, little bed, storage container, and a thing that tells you the shields and power of the ship. It currently does not support other operations, sorry. That's because the game just limits it like that. This button turns off the internal lights, all except for these. And this one turns off the... well, here, let me turn it back on a moment. And you can see that we have some navigation lights back here, and this button will turn those off. So you can go completely dark mode. Oh, I actually stepped on the thing, so it actually did go completely dark mode. And then obviously there's this cool little yellow light here, so that you can... oh, there we go. So there's always light. Come on, there's always light when the door is open, which is convenient, so you can see where this button, where this touchpad thing is to step on it to turn on the light. There's also an AI module, so if you ever want to use this ship as an AI ship, you can. There's a radar jamming system, which is fully functional, constant radar jamming. There is, oh yes, let me turn the lights back on. There is another crew quarters here with its own personal storage. There is a door for access down below when you're landing on a planet. There's the faction module, of course, that you can faction it. There's a cannon computer, which attaches to a rapid-fire cannon system. There's another cannon computer back here somewhere, hidden, for it to be a fast-fire system. A jump drive system. There's another one of these display modules. There's the scanner. Oh yes, there's the scanner, which takes quite big amount of power, but this ship does have the power for it. And an overdrive system, which can also be activated simultaneously. There's a little storage area in here, there's a medical supplies here, and, you know, some chairs. It's a little, like, public room. So you can see, despite this shuttle being a very small, whoops, stepped on that, very small shuttle, there is actually quite a bit of space. And if I go into build mode, I can show you a look around. Oh yes, it has some spots where you can attach some small turrets to it if you want. There isn't much point in attaching turrets to this because it's so small, but if you did wish to, there is space too. You could also use it to, I suppose, tug some smaller things around. There's where the cannons are. Some of the power system is on the bottom of the ship, and I had to do that simply because, well, this thing uses a lot of power, and it needs a lot of power generation. Oh yes, there's also maintenance access system here for accessing the overdrive and the engine. You can see there's engines back here. Oh yes, there's also a strip of engines down the sides, which I think looks nice. Like, basically, I tried to make this look as nice as I can while adding in more functionality. The original design, which is a separate craft, is based off of one of the shuttle pods from Firefly, and of course that one is symmetrical. As you can see, this is asymmetrical a bit, and I did that so that I could have a little cockpit area on this side and still have this room here be a little room. And so it's asymmetrical. It's slightly ugly in that respect, but overall I really love the design anyhow. There's also a little turret up here, which is not very good turret, but nice for annoying things and keeping shields down on an enemy, and probably doesn't last all that long on its own. I mean, I've used these in combats, and they've been fairly effective, I think, in distracting enemy fire to a certain degree. I'm not too certain about that. In fact, maybe they're just completely useless. I have no idea, to be honest, but in any case, they are fun to have on board anyhow. They're little rapid-fire turrets. They don't do much damage, but they can keep the shields down on something, or at least make you look scary by having tons of cannon fire coming out. There's also these other ships here, which these are made by someone else. I don't know who made this, but Tyler put one of these in after his main ship, the Annihilation Stalker here, took quite a bit of damage. In fact, you can see right here, there's just some hull plating paste. This part here used to be, it used to look more like this on this side, but and it used to have more stuff in here, but there was a pretty big a missile hit that. Missile hit here as well, and here, and there's another, there it is, there's another big hole here. Yeah, this ship was pretty fucked up. It's now an AI ship, and it does have a cargo bay in here, a shuttle bay, and it had a nice shuttle in there. The shuttle has also sustained massive damage and is now an AI ship. You should have seen the fight we were in. I am hopefully going to release a video or a few videos detailing the events of that battle. In any case, this is the something shuttle. Oh yeah, I called it the Privateer if I remember correctly. Interesting. My catalog was deleted. Yeah, we had some. It's this one, the GI Privateer, which is interesting that it was my personal data was deleted. Yeah, we had a problem with the server that deleted a lot of stuff, and that was one of the things it deleted, which is rather unfortunate. But yes, this is the GI Privateer Mark II, which is based off of the Firefly shuttle pod, which you can see it's quite a bit more massive. The Firefly shuttle pod has actually a smaller space slightly, and is much more open inside than this craft. I guess if I'm going to show a completed craft here, it means I have to put up a download of said completed craft, so I'm going to figure out how to do that. I've never actually done that before, so I don't know, but I'm going to make one of those for this, so if you want to download it and put it on your own server, you can. But before I go find a way how to do that, and in this video, I want to show you we have the jump drive system, which is fully functional, although it takes quite a while to charge. If I remember correctly, we have, of course, the cannon computers, which work pretty well. We have the scanner, which, there we go, I just scanned something, and I can actually activate my jammer and my overdrive and fire at the same time, and I only lose a little bit of power, and so I'm moving, and then when I stop, see, my movement is still draining power, but when I stop moving, power goes up very slowly. But basically you can have everything on this thing running at once, and it will manage to go alright. Although, not the best. Oh yes, the Nashta Veroso. This was the ship that I used to fight yesterday. Hopefully I'll have a video on that pretty soon as well. Anyhow, thanks for watching. As always, see you in space. Oh yeah, I should stop recording this.